Come here.
Thank you.
For watching.
Thank you for Ushtu interessant movie.
Lomic, bent over.
Bent over is better.
Tak, ops, olole, 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 olole.
Which one? An ancient Greek said, give me a lever and I will
Move the earth.
That's all.
Have found the right levers and turned the ring, which weighs a lot. And actually, it seems fine. There's not really any tension. At the start, just lifting it slightly to slide something underneath is the hardest part. And then once you've got the lever in there, the longer the lever, the easier it is to do. That's it. The ring is flipped over. Now it just needs to be rolled away. Over there, that's where we keep all our building materials. Everything is stored in that corner. The ring will go there too. I'll send it over now. Let it stay there. There, because we're planning to build a swimming pool in this spot. This ring has gotten in the way often, and I nearly hit it with my car last winter. Basically, the road is narrow and it really gets in our way, so I decided to remove it. Also, it's right in the middle of the lot. This thing is just standing there. Many thought it was our well and warned, cover it, your child might fall in, but it's just a regular ring.
we would go to the forest to gather different soils for various plants. Here I collected pine needles for the blueberries and first of all for the hydrangea, which I'll show you now. Here's a whole bag of pine needles I got on Avito for a good price. Can you imagine a 5-year-old hydrangea bush? This is what it looks like. We planted it a couple of days ago. Here are the other flowers that a subscriber also sent me today. In general, we have a lot of work to do in the garden, because I need to take care of the hydrangeas and peonies. I need to weed everything here. Weed these flowers, clean everything up. Here's the soil for the hydrangeas. Look, it's this kind of wet, moist forest soil to sprinkle on top. I think let's spread the compost everywhere first.
Like this.
Well, too much. That's probably not good either.
Maybe it'll be more useful later.
The compost is so good that Batka would have come from Belarus for it, but he doesn't know about Belarus.
Our certificate can't be used.
I'll tell you.
Are these leaves local or something? Are the leaves local or...
No, these are theirs. Theirs. Let's get all the leaves. We need to check all the apple trees so that this thing doesn't,
bury it?
Yes.
Well, you're going to spill it now, yes.
Then add some more. We'll have it soon. Who will claim we use too much manure? First of all, this is hard humus. It's probably already 3 years old, so it's not manure anymore. It's horse humus. Secondly, we have such orange sand here that I feel sorry to plant the apple tree directly in it. So that's why we need to cover it like this. I feel sorry to plant it just in sand. So it was growing in peat, some special substrate, and we're putting it straight into sand. So that's enough. Maybe just a bit more, then we'll water it here like this. That's why we decided to use compost not just around the apple tree as they recommend, but also to sprinkle a little bit in layers. Here we have 8 apple trees planted and 2 pear trees. Well, we'll see how it goes, how they take root overall. We have groundwater close to the surface, so our apple trees are on dwarf and semi-dwarf rootstocks. And the pears are on dwarf rootstocks, I think. That's why the apple trees will be short. If it seems like the distance between the apple trees is too small, it's just your impression because we measured it exactly with a tape measure. For example, Sasha tends to leave too little space, and I feel like I leave too much. And we got tired of arguing, so we just took a ruler, a tape measure, and measured everything with the tape measure. So, the advice the nursery gave us was to plant them at exactly the number of meters they recommended, and that's what we're doing. So don't stop. If you want to write something nasty, hear me out.
So we're waiting for the harvest. This year we're waiting for the harvest of new meetings. Cherish them.
And until we meet again. Well, that's how you can write it. So, Sasha, the final touches. Sasha is watering now. We'll put in the sticks, yes, we'll clean up the trash, and we'll live with these sticks until the trees get stronger. Bye until the trees get stronger. You can also use it in the sink, just sprinkle it and pour boiling water over it. But don't forget to close the drain, and then everything in your sink will be cleaned. We have this kind of tin, just a mug, just tin with tin. But it sat there for about 2 or 3 years because we moved. And before we used black tea bags, and this is the result it gives. Everything turns black like this. It turned out it was just sitting there unwashed. I really wanted to clean it immediately. There's my favorite pot, which Sasha used to cook some kind of porridge for the dogs or something else, even though I always said not to cook for the dogs in the household pots. It got burnt, but I need to clean off this burnt residue from the porridge, half of it with sand. Dirt is coming right up from this mug, and there's a very active foam. There are only 2 tablespoons here, the detergent drawer and the washing machine, and my washing machine is probably about 10 years old already. This is what it looks like, and I also want to clean and refresh it. This thing turned out perfectly clean. Honestly, it's like new. It's like new. And the pot is just shocking. It's honestly shocking to me. It turned out like new.
So dear friends, hello to everyone. I've laid out the boards. Now I'm going to treat them against fungus and rot with an antiseptic. This is for anyone who missed earlier videos. Why did I do this? Our floor rotted because there was a leak in the pipe and water got under the floor, basically under the covering. Because there was no waterproofing around the perimeter, everything seeped through the gaps and got under the vapor barrier. And the boards, the battens that are under the floor, they got soaked with moisture. It went on like that for several months, and for a long time basically everything there was rotting and the boards under me rotted through. Yeah, and we noticed the leak very late when the water had already started to rise a little, and we started walking on the laminate. And we have this quartz vinyl. It's like 100% waterproof, so to speak. In general, water doesn't affect it at all, and we were walking and there was something squishing underneath it. That's when we learned about the leak. This whole process took a long time. I want to get ready. I've already ordered ahead. How many now? I ordered the board several months ago. Here they are already lying here, and they've dried out a bit during this time. Now I want to treat them and then put them back after they've been treated. It will probably happen when I start working on the floors. Maybe in another month they'll be in good shape, the solution will soak in and they'll dry out properly. By that time, dynamic music.
Ta-da! Dynamic music. Sit up tall. Dynamic, dynamic. Look how beautiful. Dynamic, dynamic, dynamic. Well, that's it. I watered here, cleaned up as best I could, watered over there. It's awful. I don't like these sticks with ropes. I want a proper fence, or for there to be none at all. Because of Marakov, who pees everywhere, I have to deal with this. The little kid isn't even the main reason. It really annoys me.
I'm not sure. Do you have any suggestions? Maybe some decorative ones? I checked wild berries.
Most are 20 centimeters, but that's almost nothing. Shmuka will just jump over it and do all her nasty business. When you tell the child no, in front of you, he kind of won't do anything. He doesn't go out without us. What, is he going to grow up soon and stop everything? But this Shmuka, you scold her, you hit her, it's all useless. She'll go out and make a mess again. He pees there, and so much urine kills them. To be continued. It's useless for him. He'll do it anyway. See how much grass I picked. I'm going to the chicks. There's a mesh here so air can get in. We put a thermometer over there, right there. To keep an eye on things and so the floor doesn't get too dirty, we laid out a top like this, some wood shavings, and that's it. This small lamp is 150 watts, not 200 or 250, and that's sufficient. That's how they live. They'll grow up, eat Southern Crown, have water here, and everything is great for them. Look, they've started playing with the greens now. Yeah, maybe they'll eat soon. In general, everything is just great for them here. Oh, look, he grabbed it. See the greens? They're not chasing after him. I see many roosters and will keep them all for myself. I'm keeping all the roosters and hens from this hatch for myself since I need more eggs. 3 of our hens got sick, but they've recovered. But the red one, she's still sick. I don't know where she is right now. The red one, she's not eating well. Anyway, I'll eat first and then take care of her. I need to give her vitamins, basically. A bolus and feed and some medicine. Look at her comb. Pay attention to it. See how it looks now? She's starting to get dehydrated. See how it looks now and before. So we'll need to catch her, give her vitamins and medicine.
We dug a water pipe here, you see. There's even clay lying around that we dug up from almost 2 meters deep. We dug out all the soil. So in some places here we still have black fertilized soil, but we still pulled out sand from there and everything got mixed up here. All the soil is mixed with sand and the area is wide because the sand kept collapsing. So here we have a wide sandy trench. Now we need to fill it again with a good layer of manure. I covered the main sand since there's black soil already. I moved things here where there's a lot of sand. Done. And still, yes, it helps. It also smells from it. Maybe this will be needed.
Let's go see what else we might need. Maybe, well, oh, here. Look how many yes for...
Another gutter is ready. Everything is fine here. We've sealed everything with caulk and foam.
It's getting close to evening, and Sasha and I still haven't sat down, of course. Now, I'll go drive the horses. I was in the paddock, but it started to rain. I thought, well, that's it. I won't drive them, but the rain stopped. Oh, and here on the sand, if there was rain, that's actually great because it moistens the sand. It's just awesome. So now I'm going to exercise the horses because tomorrow the rental group will come. Yesterday they did work, but I felt yesterday that it wasn't enough for them. They still want to play more. Anechka is coming tomorrow. Hi, Anechka. She often comes to visit us to ride horses. She comes specifically to learn how to ride well, not just to have a casual ride. Overall, it doesn't really matter what goal a person has. But this is how they spend their time. Our forest is beautiful year-round, and right now there are no serious insects. That's it. Thanks to people coming to buy manure or to ride the horses, I'm able to save money for the horses' needs.
And their needs are very serious.
And most of all, of course, they need hay. At the end of June, we have a major purchase. Actually, this year I want to buy enough hay for the whole year. That's about 50 or 60 rolls plus straw in general. So this is a good help for our farm, that's it. And Sasha put it on top. If you live near Cheboksary, Nauchi, Boksarsk or Yeshkrola, visit us to ride or buy manure. And in this way it will be super helpful for the horses. Let's work this way. They'll work in both directions now. Let's go. Doctor always wants to be first. Zikovinka walks a bit faster, but she gives in to him in everything. She's coughing a bit. When we started eating alfalfa, she began to cough. I think there's some mold in there, that's why. Added subtitles. But the lynx, it clears all the dust from your lungs and from your nose too, because you see there's sand here. That's why the lynx, like this, without a rider, is absolutely necessary to get rid of all the dirt and dust. We work both ways. There's always a link under this video to our VKontakte group and our Telegram group. You can contact me directly there, or you can send a message to the group, for example, on VKontakte for viewing. That way we can easily agree. If you don't want to ride and just want to visit the horses, pet them and feed them, there's an option for that too. I'm not asking for the usual amount of money. It's either as much as you don't mind giving or just a few bags of cheap apples, maybe from the market, you know, the ones that aren't super fresh. Or you can buy 2 bags of bran at the Nikolaevsky market or in Kugesi or at the southern market and come with the bran and apples. You can take pictures, pet, and admire the horses as much as you want. This is especially interesting for children most of the time. So don't be shy. Be sure to write to us and come visit. My work is finished, but how much more is there to come? Well, actually, a lot of what I do, many people don't do. For example, they don't treat the area for insects or process the logs. You need to treat the logs both inside and outside and treat the whole area. Then you need to paint the walls. Oh, with special paint. Well, usually you also need to treat it with something like lime, kukur, as well. Keep adding desiccant. Well, I do this, and there was a time when it really bothered me, and many people asked, why do you need this? Well, you know, things like that. Now, I guess I'm at an age where I just don't care anymore. That's my hobby, and honestly, I'd really like to do it professionally. I used to think that I could just keep 2 horses and that's it. Yeah, but now everyone asks me to have 3 horses so people can ride like this so that 2 people can come together. And we went trotting and galloping there. I want to start breeding someone again, but you need resources for that. I think maybe I'll just want it for now, and when I'm about 70 I'll start breeding them. Maybe some ponies. Well, because you can basically breed just anyone, but what's the point in that anyway? But breeding some purebred ones, like dawn horses, I like that, or, you know, some serious rare breeds. Now, dawn horses are rare, well, a rare Russian breed. You really have to work at it, or it won't work. You need to invest in buying horses, feed, and so on and so forth. That's it. Basically, I thought I would give up on this, but I'm holding myself back as much as I can. That's it. So that I don't end up in the same situation again where I go crazy from exhaustion. I'd rather provide good conditions for these horses, get prepared. And for now, to distract myself, I decided to think about doing endurance riding. It's a kind of sport. You can look it up online to see what it means. That's it. In June, I'm going to Nizhny Novgorod to learn about this sport, see how competitions work, judging, and vet checks. They said they'll meet me, show and explain everything, and let me film. I'll be at an equestrian club that's quite high level, not like here where it's just a stable near the house, as they say. It's a good professional equestrian club. That's it. To distract myself from all sorts of thoughts like, hey, let's open a horse farm. I want to see these competitions, basically. What if I like it? What if it interests me? And maybe in the future I'll do this. So I just gave you an idea for conversations in the comments. I'll sit here and enjoy the fresh air after the rain. Have a great day. See you in the next videos. Keep watching. Everything will be great. Bye.